option over the weekend, but according to reports, that doesn't mean Cleveland is sold on the quarterback for the future. Mary Kay Cabot is reporting that the Browns and Baker have not even entered any talks about getting into a long-term deal done. So, Shannon, do you expect the Browns to sign Baker to a long-term deal?
Well, Skip, there's no rush. I mean, he's going into his fourth year. They picked up the option. I would see what he does after this season before I enter into a long-term agreement, because we see where the market is, Skip. $40 million is a starting point now. And so Dak just got $40 million, 75 the first year. What is it going to be, 41? 80 guaranteed the first year? So, Skip, the price is only going up. But I don't see what Baker has done to warrant the extension this early. At least Lamar Jackson says, I won an MVP. I've gone to I've made 3 playoff appearances. I've won the division. Josh Allen can say, I've won a division. I've gone to the playoffs twice. I finished second in the MVP. What's on Baker's resume? Going to 1 playoffs, never won the division, never been in the MVP discussion. So for me, I think these other 2 guys, Skip, are probably more in line to getting something done this summer as opposed to Baker. If I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm not doing a deal with Baker. I'm not giving, excuse me, I'm not giving $160, $170 million extension for a guy that's only gone to the playoffs once, never won the division, and never been an MVP candidate. So for me, I'm not doing anything until after the season, 2021 season.
Okay, so are you saying that you believe Baker will not last in Cleveland? Do you think he'll be gone after next year?
No, I'm saying I'm not even, as Mary Kay Cabot said, they haven't even entered the discussion. So that lets me know, because, Skip, if you look at the guys that got these deals, you look at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz had won a division and helped lead his team to a Super Bowl. You look at Jared Goff. Jared Goff had won the division, led his team to a Super Bowl. Baker Mayfield has done none of this. So I believe Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen would be more in line to get a deal, get something done this summer, as opposed to Baker Mayfield. Now, he comes out, builds on what he did last year. Well, Skip, it's a no-brainer. But as of right now, I'm not doing anything. I don't really need to.
By the way, Carson Wentz did not lead his team to a Super Bowl. He played no playoff snaps.
Skip, he had won 11 games before he got hurt. They were going to win the division because they were 4 games clear of everybody. So he was going to win the division. So on his resume, he has 2 division titles.
And where is he now?
In Indy, about to get another one.
Oh, is he?
He sure is.
And Philly said, we screwed up and we eat that. What would they, like 39 million in dead cap money?
Well, what did Dallas do? Dallas said, we screwed up. We got to pay $75 million. Y'all ate that.
And the Rams said, we screwed up and we will eat 24 dead cap dollars, 24 million dead cap dollars. Really? 39 million and $24 million mistakes made by the Rams and the Eagles?
But let me ask you a question.
Wow.
Both teams felt that they could get better at that position. Do the Browns feel they can get better at that position? Is that why they're waiting?
Okay, so I ask you, I'm going to nail you down on this. Do you think Baker Mayfield will get a long-term deal with the Cleveland Browns? Yes or no?
Yes, but not this year.
Okay, but yes means he'll get one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the discussion? Does Lamar have a long-term deal nailed down? No, he does not. Does Josh Allen? I don't know what they're doing. Have they even started?
Do you believe they're working on a deal?
With Baker?
No, with Lamar and Josh Allen.
I have no idea.
I believe they are working with
Well, do you know that for a fact?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I haven't seen one report about we're negotiating.
Well, we keep it hush-hush.
Oh, okay. Well, my point is...
Because if we tell everybody, people like you going to sabotage it and talk about, well, I don't know what the rush is. I don't know why they would do it.
Okay, how do you know that they haven't at least had some preliminary discussions with Baker's representatives?
I trust Mary. Look here, when it comes to Cleveland Browns, Mary Kay Cabot is the oracle.
Okay, but how do you know that maybe it doesn't qualify as full-on negotiation? How do you know they haven't at least had discussions?
The only thing they
What are you thinking? What do you think?
They're like Baker. You well? That's it. And hung the phone up. They ain't talking about no money.
So you continue to overlook the fact, discount the fact that Baker Mayfield has played for 4 head coaches in 3 seasons. You continue to overlook the fact that he's played for 4 offensive coordinators in 3 seasons. That team has been a clown show for the previous 2 seasons.
That's what happens. When the quarterback doesn't play well, you get a lot of different head coaches. You get a lot of different
fault. Really?
You're the quarterback.
Oh, interesting. So what happened last year, all of a sudden Cleveland took off. And they took off because two things happened. The quarterback took off, but obviously Odell Beckham Jr. was not there for the run.
There you go.
Well, it can't be just coincidental that in week 7, I'm going to knock on wood for him that he has a quick recovery. He got hurt, and all of a sudden Baker took off because he was no longer Odell-centric. He wasn't Odell-obsessed. He wasn't forcing every read to Odell, trying to keep him happy and keep him involved in the middle of everything that happened on offense. And all of a sudden the ball started to spread. And all of a sudden they took off.
Did Chubb and Kareem Hunt take off too?
Well, sure they did.
Okay.
But what's the oldest cliche in football? Running game is the quarterback's best friend.
Hey, Mahomes, they had one.
Yeah, he did.
What running game?
Yeah, running game.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Yeah.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire was doing so good.
Yeah.
They
Remember,
signed Le'Veon Bell.
Damian Williams should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl that he won. You don't take go look at the numbers he put up in the Super Bowl.
Skip.
I didn't do anything. You just said he didn't have a running game. Go look at it.
Oh my goodness.
Well, tell me what happened. Tell me he couldn't have been the MVP of that game.
He could have, Skip.
Yeah.
He could have.
I mean, your guy threw an interception at the end of the third quarter and one early in the fourth quarter and overcame it.
So in this last Super Bowl, one of those defensive players couldn't have been MVP for Tampa.
It's quarterback's game. Well,
okay, Mahomes is a quarterback and won the MVP.
But did Brady throw any interceptions? Mahomes threw one late in the third, early in the fourth, and they were down 20-10 when he threw both.
What about that big time? What about that big time throw? 3rd and 15.
Yeah, where
44 yards.
Covered his eyes. He put one hand over his eyes and threw it as far into the front as he could. And Tyreek had to stop, turn, come back, and fair catch it.
So do you believe Baker Mayfield deserves a contract extension?
Yeah, I would go ahead and do it sooner than later because he showed me who he is. He goes on that run. They go 8-2 over those 10 games, including winning a playoff game on the road against your arch rival at Pittsburgh. And in that run, he goes 19 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Is that good?
Did he beat Lamar?
Pro Football Focus said he ranked 4th best in the league behind Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun, and Tom Brady in that stretch over those 10 games. Actually, you can include for Pro Football Focus the 11th game, which was the loss at Kansas City. He still ranked 4th best graded quarterback in the NFL. Yeah. Is that good enough to get a contract? Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because against Kansas City, Mahomes went out the second play of the third quarter. And at that point in time, the Browns was down like 5 points, and Baker Mayfield got the ball back with 5 minutes. Will you tell the people at home what happened?
Henny given Sunday, right? Henny given Sunday. It's Chad Henne. That's what happened.
Baker Mayfield
Did he not play even better than Mahomes had?
3 and out. That's what he did. Down 5 with a chance to cement his legacy.
Yep.
3 and out.
What did you see for the previous 10 games? You saw a #1 overall pick play like it.
I saw Lamar Jackson go into the locker room and be watching the game. Watching the game and said, oh, Baker Mayfield think he better than me. Ran out there, grabbed his helmet, and ran right down the field.
Yep.
And did a number on it. That's what I saw.
Yeah. What was Baker doing? He was putting up big numbers.
Catching the L.
Yeah. Okay.
Got another L.
Okay.
That's what he was doing.
Well, his defense did not rise.
No, whoa. You didn't mention nothing about no defense when you talk about that night, that stretch that he played. Those 10 games, he had 19 touchdowns, 2 picks. You ain't mentioned the defense. Now Baker Mayfield.
Well, I just want you on record as saying that you think he won't get a long-term contract. So if you say he will, then what's the point of this?
No, Skip. No. I'm saying there shouldn't be a rush. There should not be a rush to do Baker Mayfield.
But you're saying if there shouldn't be a rush, then you're saying there's still doubt in their minds.
No, yes. No, let him do the 4th year.
Okay,
he plays. Yeah.
You say he's playing for a long-term contract next year.
Yes.
I think he's already earned it.
I don't think he's already earned it.
Okay, well then you think there's a chance he won't get it.
There's a chance, yes.
But you already just said he would get a long-term contract.
He's playing for the Skip. If he plays, I'm saying, you say do it now before year 4. I'm saying do it. Well, let's see what happens in year 4.
But you just told me he will get a long-term contract. Then you said he's playing for one.
If.
Well, then you have doubts about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. You're on record as saying you don't know whether he's going to get a long-term.
keep saying that he's better than Lamar.
Doubt.
You keep saying he's better than Lamar and Josh Allen, and he's not.
I said he should go first in that draft, and I'm sticking by it.
He went
We're
first, but who's the better quarterback as we speak?
Right now, because we're not figuring anything out right now. Will we see Conor McGregor attempt a jump in weight class to challenge Kamaru Usman? We're going to tell you exactly what Conor was tweeting next.